The Accounts Payable module allows you to print checks out of your computer directly to a pre-printed check in your printer. Of course, the checks that you have might not line up with the Main Street software, so you can adjust those check margins in the software by going into the AP section and going to the Adjust Check Margins. However, before you do that, you have to make sure that you have the correct checks to be able to print out of Main Street. So if you have checks that you've been using with another accounting software, chances are that they won't work with the Main Street software. Probably the most popular software is QuickBooks, and QuickBooks checks will not line up with the format used in Main Street. And there are a lot of different formats for checks out there, believe it or not. So you may need to order new checks. You can order those checks directly from Main Street, or you can get those checks from your own supplier. If you want to order checks from us, or at least see what those checks look like and see what our pricing is to decide how you want to order those, you can go in your Main Street software to help. Go here to connect to Main Street website. It's going to then take you to our website. You can choose support. And in the support section, go here to computer forms. And in the computer forms section here, click on check pricing. And this will of course give you the pricing if you order them through us. If not, over to the left there, you see a copy of what the check looks like. So on the top line would be the amount of the check, and then below that would be pay to the order of. And it prints out the name of the vendor as well as address information if that information is in the program. If this is the first time ordering, I'd recommend that you call in to Main Street and let the receptionist know that you need to order checks, and she'll put you with the correct person to be able to do that. And once you've been ordering checks through us, you can reorder online. Once you have your checks then, you'll want to go ahead and print a check and see how it lines up. And then if you need to align the check better, you can go here to AP and go to the Adjust Check Margins section here. And you'll see there's a top margin adjustment and a left margin adjustment. Now you'll never put a negative number in there. It always needs to be a positive number. And each number is 1/10 of an inch. So right now you can see in the top margin it's set to 2. So I've moved my checks down 2/10 of an inch from the original position that it was printing on my checks. The left margin then, if you fill that in with a number, will move everything over to the right away from the left margin. And again, it's by 1/10 of an inch. After you've changed your settings, you can choose the test button to test it out. Now you can do this one of two ways. One would be, of course, just to put a check in and hit test and have it printed out. It won't use one of your existing check numbers. However, if you do print it on a check, it's used up that check. So the other way you may want to do things is just print the test onto blank paper, put that blank paper behind your check, and then hold it up to the light, and then you can kind of see where everything's lining up. Once you have your settings the way you need them, just simply choose OK. If you are using the payroll module and you had to adjust the check margins, you will need to adjust the payroll margins separately. And quickly, if you go under Admin, Configuration, and in the Configuration section, you'll want to go here to PY check margins. And even though these are separate settings, it would use the same it's the same check, the same printer, so you just want to set those margins exactly the same as you did for the Accounts Payable module.